Before getting into today's video, I need to apologize to people who like my Animal Crossing videos. I feel like the quality of my Animal Crossing videos has dropped significantly, especially my December video, since I make so many mistakes in that video. I try my best to not let Pokemon get in my way of making Animal Crossing videos, but it did not work out. For that, I deeply apologize. If you listen to my entire speech, kudos to you. And if you're here for the seasonal DIY recipes, go ahead and keep watching. Hey guys, Jayden here. Like I said in my last video, there is a part 2 of the winter DIY recipes. In this video, I'm going to show you everything you need to know about the frozen items and the DIY recipes, including the new recipe added in version 2.0. Oh, did you expect me to say a new way to obtain the recipes? Nah, not this time. Just to reiterate, snow season lasts from December 11th through February 24th in the Northern Hemisphere, and June 11th through August 24th in the Southern Hemisphere. During that time, your island should be covered in snow. If you have a wide open space in your island, you should find 2 snowballs near each other. Do you want to build a snowman? If you do, good for you. Unlike most seasonal DIY recipes, the frozen recipes can only be obtained by building perfect snowboys. To build a perfect snowboy, you need the head size to be about 90% of the body size. If you mess it up for whatever reason, you can reset the game and try again, as you don't get anything from making imperfect snowboys and they will roast you in return. If you have trouble making perfect snowboys, there are various ways of building perfect snowboys, such as roll 2 maximum size snowballs, then roll one of the snowballs over 10 hard spaces onto the other. Roll one snowball for 17 seconds and the other one for 12 seconds, then roll the smaller snowball into a larger one. Roll one snowball to the size at the bottom of your ear and another to the size of the top of your ear. The wording is a little strange here, but I couldn't find a way to rephrase it. But the way I do it is just go with the flow. It works most of the time. If the snowball crashes into something, going inside the building and backing out will make it spawn again. Also, don't forget about dung beetles, they sell for 3,000 bells. By building a perfect snowboy, you get a large snowflake, and if you don't have all of the frozen DIY recipes, he will give you one of those recipes. And you can get more large snowflakes from the same snowboy until it melts completely. Here's a bit of a trivia. Large snowflakes are the most expensive seasonal crafting material in the game, at 2,500 bells each. Although the limited availability of large snowflakes means you can't really make a lot of money with large snowflakes. Furthermore, only one snowboy can be built per day, regardless of how many players are on the island. Although it's possible for another resident to obtain large snowflakes and the recipe from perfect snowboys just by talking to them. On another note, you will always get the large snowflake and the DIY recipe from the first snowboy, even if it is not perfect. Unfortunately, as frozen recipes require snowballs, you cannot get those recipes from boat tours or while your island has visitors. Like I said in my last video, there are a total of 26 winter DIY recipes in the game, divided into 2 sets. Snowflake recipes that you get from balloons, and frozen recipes that you get from snowboys. This guide will cover the frozen DIY recipes that you get from snowboys. The 2 frozen recipes that you get from balloons will not be covered here. That said, with one new recipe added in version 2.0, there are 16 frozen DIY recipes in total, making this recipe set one of the largest seasonal recipe sets in the game. As I said earlier, you can only get frozen DIY recipes from Snowboys. However, Snowboys send you the recipe straight to your Nook phone, meaning you do not get the recipe card and therefore are unable to trade recipes. If you see a recipe card for a frozen item for whatever reason, it's got to be a hacked item. Using or trading it won't kill you. Probably. Since there are 16 frozen DIY recipes in total and you can't get them by trading, you have to build perfect Snowboys for 16 days. I hope you are still playing at this point. On the plus side, you don't have to deal with the balloons for this recipe set, which is a good thing, I guess. Also, if you build a perfect Snowboy after getting all 16 of these recipes, you'll get a pre-made item from Snowboy on the following day. Here are the 16 frozen items in the game. Just like snowflake items, at the time of the recording, I don't have all of the recipes on me, so I'll have to show them from outside sources. As most frozen items also require regular snowflakes, here's a reminder on how to get snowflakes. Anyway, here are the items. Frozen treat set. Really odd to see a summer item in a winter item set. Frozen chair. You can totally feel the chill if you sit on it. Frozen counter. Are you in the mood for a drink? Frozen table. I would totally want one of these if it doesn't melt. Frozen bed. It has bedding at least. Frozen partition. Not sure if it does anything if you can see through it. Frozen arch. An arch made of solid ice. Frozen pillar. It goes well with the frozen arch. Frozen sculpture. Is it just me or does it look like a giant gummy bear? Frozen tree. Time to make your wishes. Frozen mini snow person. It's a miniature crystalline version of the Snowboy. 3-tier snow person. If you want a snowman that doesn't melt. Ice wall. Is this a reference to Crystal Palace from Paper Mario? Ice flooring. I do admit the wall and the flooring look kinda pretty. Snow person head. Reject humanity. Return the snowman. Ice wand. So this is where the obligatory seasonal wand is. To craft one of every frozen item, you need 16 large snowflakes, 87 regular snowflakes, 2 tree branches, and 3 star fragments. If you want to craft all 26 winter items, you need a total of 161 regular snowflakes. That's a lot more than you expect. There's a reason I didn't give a shout out to Road in the last video. That's because I'm giving it now. Many penguin and winter themed villages have frozen items in the houses. Road has the ice wall and floor, along with a variety of frozen furniture. I guess a lot of penguins have these as well, so I don't really know why I give a shout out to Road in particular. I assume it's because Road is the most popular penguin villager. Hold on, isn't Road's birthday in January? That's another reason to invite Road to your island. There you have it, everything you need to know about frozen DIY recipes. There will be one more seasonal DIY video later on, so stay tuned for that. If you find this useful, be sure to like and share the video and subscribe to my channel. And if you have the time, please go ahead and check out my Animal Crossing and Pokemon playthroughs, as I spend my time and effort into making those. With that, I'll see you next time. Bye.
With me,